Welcome to drillingcontractor.org. This is Linda Shea reporting from the 2017 IADC Drilling HSET Conference in Amsterdam. Joining me today is Koos Meyer, founder of KM Human Factors Engineering. Koos, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Linda.
So Koos, we know that poor quality of sleep can be common among offshore shift workers. So how can that affect their work performance and even their risk of injuries and accidents?
The thing is, if you need proper sleep to completely recharge your brain. If you're exposed to poor sleep for a prolonged time, it increases the risk to get fatigued. And if you're fatigued, your brain is less able to process information. So different cognitive abilities such as concentration, reaction times, but also the ability to think critically, it will go down. And as a result, it increases the risks to make errors and mistakes. But also, if you're sleep deprived, the risk of violations go up as well, and also the workforce motivation. So these are all critical aspects in terms of productivity, but also process safety.
So what is it about the environment in which offshore shift workers are working that makes it harder for them to get a good quality of sleep?
You can see sleep problems are also present at onshore work, but the main differences is that at offshore work, you're not at home. You're completely sleeping in a different environment. The bedding's not the same, but also it's related to high stress levels. There's a lot of work pressure, and the hours of work are longer. So 12-hour plus working hours are common there. As well, if you work night shifts, the light day exposure is completely reversed compared to what you actually need. So we are built to be active during the day and sleep at night. But if you do night work, it's completely reversed. If your body wants to go to sleep and you're exposed to daylight during the day, for instance, it's harder to get a good night's sleep. But also, if you work inside the office or inside the engine room for weeks in a row, there's no natural sunlight. And also for the guys that work during the night, the absence of daylight can really affect your ability to stay active, be alert during work.
So in the presentation you made at the conference today, you mentioned a light treatment that can help to address this issue. So can you tell us how it works and what's the science behind it?
If you look at this innovation, it stems from NASA. They have been applying this for over 20 years, and they found out if you want to make sure that people perform optimally during shift work, you need proper light exposure. So our brain needs proper daylight to be activated, to produce the neurotransmitters, serotonin, to remain active. And also at night, the same serotonin is built into melatonin to sleep well. And also you need the correct amount of darkness. You need to block artificial light or daylight during your sleep. And this method applies special glasses that help to block blue part of the light, and as a result, your brain will think it's night. So it will help you to sleep more efficient. And also the energy devices are used to mimic a bright sunny sunrise, and it will help you to remain active also when you work night shifts or indoors during your whole shift.
So Koos, what are the actual steps involved when you go offshore to help workers try to sleep better?
There are multiple steps involved. The first is you have to create awareness, not just in the workforce themselves, but also in the organization. A lot of organizations, they take the current situation for granted. They just accept the fact that some of their employees are sleeping poorly. After that, the first step is to enhance awareness using questionnaires and interviews. The next step would be to go on shore and provide workshops. During this intervention, two 1-hour workshops were provided in order to teach the shift workers different sleep hygiene strategies, but also how to reduce stress and also how to use these light treatment devices during their work.
And I believe you said that you believe better sleep can help to improve process safety for the industry. Can you explain what you mean by that?
If you think about process safety, a lot of people will focus on the fact that there are multiple barriers in place. But if you really look at it, all these barriers are either controlled by human beings or are maintained by humans. And a lot of barriers are dependent on human judgments as well. So in essence, you want to have a workforce that is collaboratively working and solving problems in order to prevent accidents from happening.
Well, Coase, thank you for joining us and for talking to us today.
Thank you.
And thank you, viewers, for joining us on drillingcontractor.org.